Welcome, nerds, or whatever you are. I'm not much of an unboxer or anything, but I'm going to happen to do this one just because, I bought it, it's in a box, and I have to take it out of it. And why not share it with you? So this is not like some kind of product endorsement. I'm not even sure I'm going to really say the name. Maybe I will, but anyway, let me take this thing apart and put it together, and let's see what this thing does. So what it really is, it's a real type lawnmower. It's a push mower. I already have a gas one, but I hate washing it every time I want to do my nice part of my yard. I have a front yard that doesn't have any weeds in it. It's beautiful. It's like a golf course almost, you know? All nice bluegrass, and well, I don't like to weed it all up, so I spray everything down every time I use it in my backyard. So I don't use any kind of weed and feed or anything. I don't use any chemicals in my backyard because I have a dog, and I love my dog. So anyway, I'm going to take this thing out of the box. It's got 7 blades. 7 blades, and it's 16 inch, I believe. Yes, 16-inch real type lawnmower. So it cuts your grass like scissors. So anyway, let's get into this thing in a minute. So I guess what does it hurt to tell you the brand name? American Lawnmower Company. So anyway, to unbox this thing, I got to get through some of this tape. Looks like they put 19 layers of tape over this thing, and look what I got. I've had this for a very long time, but this is a genuine Ginzu. Anybody remember those? If you're too young, you won't. This is a Ginzu knife. I don't care what they say. These things dull over the years. So anyway, to get through this thing, goodness gracious, look at that. That's a lot of tape, my God. Someone in a warehouse should get fired by using $27 worth of tape. Go. I broke through it. Yeah, so American Lawnmower Company, 7 blade ball bearing reel. Ideal for small lawns. That's what I'm using it for. Is it a small little patch? Says it's lightweight. Well, I guess. Unless the box weighs 10 pounds, I don't know. Easy to maintain. Let's see if it's easy to put together. Ooh, it comes with a 2-year limited warranty. Limited. It's the key word there. Limited. That means hey, there we go. That means that if anything breaks, you're limited to nothing. I don't know. They might have a really good warranty, but let's hope that we don't have to use it here. Well, come on now. Well, these are obviously the handle of some sort. Let's throw everything on the floor here. Oh, just useless stuff. Useless stuff. Directions. Useless. Oh, no, wait. You might actually need those. Okay, well, let's take this thing out of the box. I would assume this goes unsaid, but to pull this thing out of the box, you can't really see what I'm. Here, let's actually. Let me get you in here for just a second. I put this thing down in here like so. Well, lift it out by that bar right here. You know, because get your fingers away from the blades. I mean, they're not super sharp, but if anything kind of gets in the way of there, and if your fingers are in the way, I'm sure you'll lose a few of your little digits, your little piggies. I like my piggies. We're gonna do whatever we can to keep those little piggy digits there. So, very carefully, grab it, lift it, and then discard. That's a neat sound. Sweet. Okay, so it looks like most of this is put together. All we're going to do is put the handles on it and put the grips. Boy, I wonder if I can get me some cool old BMX grips to go on this thing. I might look for those. Let's see how this goes, though. So, of course, you saw me open it, so I did not read the directions. I don't need no stinking destructions. Alright, well, actually I do. Because, let's see. You think? Alright. Yeah, so after reading the instructions, no tools, apparently. It looks kind of odd the way it goes together. But anyway, it's just to lay everything out. That's actually what it says in the instructions. And I guess, well, maybe that kind of helps. But these two pieces come together like so, and these two pieces go around the outside of it. And there's these two little bolts that go here, and one that goes up there. And, well, by golly, I don't know what I did with the other one. There we are. That's that one. Different sizes. That one goes up there. These, well, let's see. Square hole goes through, and all right, there we go. Put on a washer for one of these doodads here, and same with the next one. We're going to put that through. Try to get it through both. There we go. I'm going to put there. We're halfway there. Whoa. Yeah. So let me just keep going until it, I don't know, it didn't say how tight, but I just assumed torque that sucker like hell. Just kidding. Don't torque that sucker like hell. This is all aluminum and cheap pot metal, and so there we are. There we go. And now this one up here. Same kind of deal. Poke her through. Come out the other side. Put on the washer. I'm singing everything I say. It's kind of weird, but okay, here we go. And like I mentioned before, but according to the directions, it's telling me to put on the grips. I think I want to try to find some old BMX ones. You know, I think that'd be kind of fun. So there we go. We got a handle. That was well, easy enough, I guess. This part's kind of interesting here. Nothing holding it on together, you know, but the handle's all together here. It's got these holes there and there, and you just kind of take these and you bend them inwards as you're pushing them onto these posts here. Posts, well, I can show you without cutting my finger off. There's a post right there, and the opposite one right there. I think you can kind of see that with the light spot there. You just kind of bend it on and it holds it in place. So well, let me give it a whirl. Flip it over the right way. I'm going to take this guy and start with one, take the other one, bend it inward. Voila! And it just kind of sits like that. So I'm going to push it up like so. Now this thing, it's all kind of floppy and all kinds of the wrong shapes. So let's see here. Yeah, here's where the destructions get a little odd because they don't specify certain things, and well, a lot of people are familiar with this kind of stuff nowadays. This thing has a short end and a tall end, so I might have to try this both ways. But these little rods that kind of hold this basket together, it slips into one, and down here this slips into the other. But long end, short end, don't know. So we're just gonna go with this. I hope I get it right on the first try. So you just slide those two into it, and then there's this plastic that kind of just apparently it just goes. Apparently it just okay. Then it clamps over that. It's like a C shape, just kind of clamps over it. So you just put it on like so. That looks like it did pretty good. I'll put this one on. Oh, long side first. So hey, long side first. I guess that's an important part. Oh boy, this part is not easy. Okay, that went swimmingly. And just clamp that thing over like so, like I did the other side. And ta-da! Oh, there we go. That's sorta. And I think this thing just kind of, there's these. Here, let me get this down here. Here, I'm gonna grab you for a second here. Don't worry, I've been through HR training. I won't grab you like that. So anyway, down here, if you can see this guy right here, that and that are what the basket hangs onto. So you slip that onto there. There we go. Let's see if I can get you a decent view. Hopefully, I'm trying to do this with one hand, and be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so slipped into those. Then, let's see here. Apparently the rest of it is just hooking this little strap over, and that is just this little strappy thing right here, and where we put those bolts through, just kind of hang it over that. That's all there is. And then I guess you go out and mow. Well, that's coming up. All right. One more quick thing before we get started. If you try to follow the instructions here and try to adjust the height of the blade, just don't. Just don't. I mean, you know, coming from somebody that with you know, half a decent set of tools and all that stuff, and half of a mind for mechanics, the plastic piece that they tell you to slide and they put through the top hole of this and the bottom hole of that, and yeah, the thing goes all out of whack. The plastic starts to bend. So I think that's part of that limited warranty that we talked about a little bit ago. Yeah. If you break it, then you know it's up to you to buy a whole new motor, probably, or a whole new mower. Anyway, yeah, it comes at like a medium height, so hopefully that's good enough for just about everybody. I did manage to get mine raised a tiny bit, maybe by a half of an inch. If I would have gone to the highest setting, like they were saying that could happen, yeah, I probably would have broke something. Literally, this thing would have broken that piece of plastic. So anyway, let's try to be happy about this. I'll be right back. Holy sheepskin, that was tough. I did the rest of the lawn off camera, of course. I want to see you guys watch me sweat. Anyway, it did not a too bad of a job. I guess on this bluegrass, you do have to go over it several times, but you might not be able to tell on this. But it at least got it to the right height, so I think I'm actually, next time I do this, I'm going to lower it by about another half inch, maybe even a full inch. I don't know. I think after a while your grass starts to get used to the way it's being cut as well. Different lawnmowers will do different things, and yeah, it's not like your whirligig lawnmowers where pretty much vacuums your lawn as you go. I know I have to blow everything off, so there's a lot of work to this. But there was also a lot of work before where I was having to bring the thing out here and wash the thing off every time, lift it up, clean the underside. God, that was a lot of work. So anyway, I think I'll get used to it. I just gotta kind of get into the swing of this. I've never done this before with a push lawnmower or a real type manual push. Oof. Anyway, for now, I think we're going to have to do with that.